We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Twins and the Sky Sox. Minnesota attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Madison Bumgarner gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll, offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. Hit out towards second. He's right there. And there's one gone to start the night. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
You want to talk about a team's worst nightmare. That's what this lineup possesses. They lead the league in on-base percentage. I don't care if it's hits, walks, hit by pitch. Does not matter. They are finding ways to create traffic on the base pass almost every inning. And eventually, someone's going to catch a gap, and that usually means 2 to 3 runs and a victory.
Kepler is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage. But of course, these days, there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field. And in his case, he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this. But man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
The 2-1 home. Is strike 2 swinging.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
1-2 now. Here it comes. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Down go the Twins in order. On to the bottom of the first now with no score. Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Mookie Betts. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Here it comes. And he has a cut at that one but misses. 2-1. High in the air out to center field. Buxton is under this one. 1 down. For the moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
In now, Corey Dickerson. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Lifetime against Jose Barrios, batting .500, 4 for 8. He also has 1 home run. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And Dickerson behind 0-2 now. Dickerson, originally from Mississippi, he was an 8th round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-2 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And there's out number 2.
That is third. The third baseman, Anthony.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. First pitch coming. Here it is. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 is fastball taken high for a ball.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Two out, nobody on. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. New inning set to get underway. Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Nelson Cruz. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Up next for Minnesota, Mitch Garver, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Garver could very well be a member of the All-Star team for the American League this year, as he ranks second in the league amongst catchers in fan balloting.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike three. So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Cruz, base runner at first with one out. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now, as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
So now to the plate, Eddie Rosario, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes into this one at 271. 10 home runs, and he's driven in 24. Rosario behind with an 0-2 count.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he popped him up. Yastrzemski coming on, but this will land untouched. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2 freezes him. A strikeout looking. Twins wind up stranding one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Last Last half of the second set to go. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Yasmani Grandal. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Inside, ball 2.
This pitch is popped up. Sano trying to get there. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth, no left fielder, Mike.
Now at the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at bat. It's 0-2 now.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside. See if the fish are still biting.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
At the plate now, Luke Voigt. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Grounded to the right. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Josh Donaldson digging in now as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one.
Josh Donaldson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at bat. 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. Donaldson playing here in his age 34 season. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. First offering on its way. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Down the left field line and deep, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center.
Yastrzemski
Will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
The next twin up, Byron Buxton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Now batting, right fielder, Matt Kepler.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Bumgarner removed to first, and a dive, but he's back in. Third inning, no score to this point. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in. The 1-0. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Kiermaier on the run, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
That's just some great base running from the guy at first. The ball had plenty of air under it, but he got a good read, recognizing it wasn't going to be caught, and he hustled all the way around home. That's something that shouldn't go unrecognized in that play.
Into the box, Luis Arias. Hit hard on the ground at first. Scooped up, and Ford will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. Bottom of the third coming up. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the at-bat. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Softly hit out to short. And one gone.
Batting eighth, the shortstop, Bichette.
So striding forward now, Bo Bichette. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
So here's Kevin Kiermaier as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner.
The designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. To the plate now, Mitch Garver, as Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. 1-2 to the Twins catcher.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
Hopped up. Voit shading to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel Sano.
Standing in, Miguel Sano. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
1-0 the count. From the stretch. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a high chopper. He's got it. There's one. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
First pitch on its way. Eddie Rosario will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home. Two out with the man at first. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
I got to count 2-2. Come on.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. They lead it 1-0. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the pitch. Well, he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo home run there for Mookie. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and this ball game is tied at 1.
First hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Standing in now, Corey Dickerson. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. No outs, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. 3-1. There's ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
In now is Anthony Rendon, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the setback.
The 1-0. Runners going high and deep down the left field line. And that's going to land foul. The 1-1 home. Sliced hard on the ground. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
A high fastball is in there. He popped out in his first trip. The 0-1 on its way is put in play to the right side of the infield. Reined in. Gonzalez for 1. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. 1 run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
Ready for another chance? Mike Yastrzemski. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
The 0-1 offering. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
0-2. Here it is. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. But a run scores in the inning, and that'll have to be good enough as this solo home run knocks things up. We played 4. All even now at 1-1. All set for the start of the inning. At the plate, Josh Donaldson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. All even now, 2-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And he fouls this one off. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Marwin Gonzalez has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Here's Byron Buxton now. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. 1 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Max Kepler.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Max Kepler. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
No, that's down.
The 1-1. Right side and right into the shift. Scooped up, and that's the second out.
Up next for Minnesota, the second baseman, Luis Arias.
Ready now, Luis Arias. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
You know, he was really pounding the strike zone early on, but he's kind of gotten away from that here a bit. He might just need a little reminder to attack hitters and trust his stuff.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
To short, hit hard. Oh, and that's knocked down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul for strike 2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. A 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Minnesota's out in front, 3-1. Leading off the inning, Luke Voigt, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And it's fouled away. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
The batter, the second baseman, Delino.
At the plate, Delino DeShields, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Oh and 1, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. DeShields, a 27-year-old who was selected in the first round during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Shortstop. Yes.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and in to bat next, the legacy Bo Bichette. He's set, and the pitch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 1-2.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Another full count pitch home. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie.
Here's Mookie Betts. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. Into the box, Mitch Garver. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Two and one.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. The 2-2 one more time. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope, that's down.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Hit in the air out to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Stepping into the box, Eddie Rosario. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the 2-out hit extends things for Josh Donaldson next.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Andrew Chafin takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Andrew Chafin.
Stepping in now, Josh Donaldson, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. A runner on first with 2 away. A 2-ball 1-strike count to the Twins first baseman.
2-1.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The 2-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Marwin Gonzalez will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going.
ridiculous. We got to add it.
First pitch on its way.
Ball one, no.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Two down, runners at first and second. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Twins strand a pair as the lead remains 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Striding forward now is the DH, Corey Dickerson. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. At the knees, strike one. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Fielded cleanly, and there's one away.
The batter, the third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Now batting, Anthony Rendon. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
That evens it up 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
One out, nobody on.
That's
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. He's set. Here it comes. Now the 0-1.
Nope,
and he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat. And what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box now, Mike Yastrzemski, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field, and that is off the wall. Rendon rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate, as it's now a 1-run ball game.
Looked like the outfielder, but I thought that was just going to be a long flyout. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
So now to the plate, Luke Voigt, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Two outs here with a runner at third. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Oh, and he can't come up with it. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. A run, a hit, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. Twins are out in front, 3-2. Pat Venditti is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. So that'll bring in Byron Buxton.
The 7th year for 25. Byron Buxton.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Bouncer to the left side. Bichette gathers it in, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, right fielder, Matt Kepler.
Stepping in, Max Kepler. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball inside.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7.
Ball Ball 2.
And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. This is line to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
To the plate now, Luis Arias, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Runners on first with one down. And he misses there, 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
The 1-2. Now a ball line softly down the right field line, but foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, that wasn't a very good pitch there. Up and away. That breaking ball, D-Roll, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot right there, Dan. You saw the batter's eyes light up, and he didn't miss it.
In now, Nelson Cruz, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
He's set, and the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Settling in now, Mitch Garver. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Count 1-0.
In his career, Garver carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. The 1-0 home. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Line toward right center. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. And the second run will score as they've pushed the margin here to 5-2 now.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Danny Duffy comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th. Into the box, Miguel Sano, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano. He swings right through it there. 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 2-2. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here it comes, 1-0.
1-1.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
The 2-2. Josh Donaldson waits on deck. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Now that.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Stepping up to the plate, Josh Donaldson. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Donaldson awaiting the 1-0. Grounded to third. To second for 1. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Last half of the seventh here. In now, Delino DeShields has been a little unfortunate so far with a couple of hard-hit balls that have resulted in lineouts.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. 0-0 heater gets turned around.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette.
That's a ball.
A ball and no strikes. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0. Hit in the air to right field. Kepler's there for it. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Digging in once again, Kevin Kiermaier. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Rosario is there and he has it for the out. The throw is wild and it gets away. So some real problems out there that time as it'll wind up in E7. Ready for another shot now. Mookie Betts, runner in scoring position with two guns. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
One 0 count. Here it is.
Nope, that's off the plate.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Ready with his 100th pitch of the ball game. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
And this late in the game, 3-2 counts can really take a toll on you as a starting pitcher. You really have to maintain your focus and take it one pitch at a time.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Now in the box, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Pitch on the way.
All right.
Here's the 0-1. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ripped down the line. Here's another 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
At the plate now, Byron Buxton, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Popped him up. To Shields. Backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Max Kepler.
Digging in and looking for more, Max Kepler. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. The pitch. Two out, nobody on. And they go away here. It's a cold strike. 0-2. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. The 2-2. This is pulled into right. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They lead it 6-2. Sergio Romo is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Number 54, Sergio Romo.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. No hits to this point.
Corey Dickerson.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. The pitch. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Twins are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
To the plate now, Anthony Rendon. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. One to Rendon. Line towards center field. Buxton is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard and good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
And here's the switch hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, and it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Stepping up now, Luis Arias. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Luis Arias.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. The 1-0 delivery. Weekly hit towards first. He's right there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Nelson Cruz. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Now the pitch.
That's ball 3.
Mitch Garver will be next. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
The catcher, number 8.
Oh, man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
At the plate, Mitch Garver, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Shot towards second. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Tyler Duffy enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. In now, Miguel Sano. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Back goes Kiermaier. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Hey, talk about having a productive inning. You like to see that. You like to add on runs anytime you can. And a sac fly here gives their team another insurance run, and they're starting to blow this thing wide open.
First pitch on its way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Now to the plate, Josh Donaldson. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Here comes the first pitch.
No, that's low.
Second and third, 2 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
2-1 the count. Looking to minimize the damage here. Down the left field line and deep. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And he fouls this one off. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit softly on the ground to third. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Twins get a run on 2 hits. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. Twins lead it 7-2. Taylor Rogers enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him a chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And the pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
And it's fouled away. Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. Into the box now, Luke Voigt. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fouled away. Rogers, it's pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build a perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box, Delino DeShields, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, it's only been a week, but I guess it probably feels like a million years ago since they had their last win. But this 6-game losing streak is behind them now, so we'll see if they can string some W's together.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. Minnesota used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jose Barrios earns his 8th victory of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.